Hey you guys, how are you doing? What is going on? How you doing today? What is shaking? How are you? I have finally come up with an idea for what we should do for the year that I'm really excited about, and it's gonna happen in a bunch of stages. Video today is gonna be a really short one. I want you to start learning the material so that we can move forward and all be on the same level. The thing we're working with, we're gonna work with cardboard because most of us have it in terms of boxes or, well, probably boxes, right? So let's go over some of the basics of it, and then we're just gonna make a couple shapes today, and then tomorrow we'll take it to the next level, and then the day after that we'll take it even farther. Things we use to cut cardboard. Scissors are good. Razor blades are good. Are the two main things I like for cutting cardboard. They work really well. Ways of holding cardboard together. You can use a hot glue gun, use blue tape, white tape, or black tape, or tape dispenser. Any of those things will work pretty well. In terms of marking things out, Blackwing Palomino Pearl, and then I like using triangles work really well, a straight ruler. Let's talk about cutting. If you're gonna use a razor blade to cut cardboard, and you cut through the cardboard, think about what is underneath the cardboard that you're cutting. Don't cut on top of the carpet. If you go slicing through the cardboard into the carpet, that's gonna be bad for your home life. If you go slicing through into the hardwood floor, that's gonna be bad. If you go slicing through into the kitchen table, that's gonna be bad. So think about what's underneath. Things that work well. You can use more cardboard. Cut through one to another sheet of cardboard. That works really well. One thing I found that works really, really well, a pizza box, because it's 2 layers of cardboard and there's space in between. So you can kind of work up and there's really no risk of cutting through into something else. So that's a good thing. Yeah, those are the things I like so far. If you have ideas, comment below. Let me know because we're kind of inventing this together. Yeah, like and subscribe. Click the bell to be notified when new content comes up. Currently the channel is at 40 subscribers, so whatever. So those are the prep things I can think of. And if you're lucky enough to have one, these cutting mats, like if you have one of these are great because you can cut on top of them and then they sort of heal after you make the cut. I guess I'll be working on top of that today. So day one, it's a really simple thing. I just want you to make some shapes. Get used to cutting cardboard. One of the things I like about cardboard is the fact that it's similar to wood in some ways. If you look carefully here, you can see it has a grain to it. So the grain is running this way, which means it's gonna be easier to cut this way and harder to cut that way. That'll come into play later. It's just some long grain and short grain problems that we would see with wood that we might encounter with cardboard also. So that's cool, just start paying attention to that. What I want you to do today, make shapes. Yeah, make squares, triangles, and circles. And then I want you to make one just sort of free-form shape. For me, I'm gonna make squares. I don't wanna work harder than I have to, so I'm gonna use this corner because it's already there. And I'm gonna make a square that's 6 by 6. Yeah. I'm gonna make 2 6" by 6" squares. And whenever you do it, make 2 of them. Just, there's a point, I will tell you about that tomorrow. The triangle makes it easy because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a Sharpie so you can see it better. I'm gonna measure over 6 inches and I'm gonna make a little tick mark, like so. And then I'm gonna measure up 6 inches and I'm gonna make a little tick mark. And that's really all there is to it. Because then I'm gonna take a triangle like this, and when I line it up to the edge, you know, it's even to the edge down there, then I can just draw a line that goes down. And then when I line it up to this side, careful, I can just make a line that goes straight across. So boom, there's one of the squares already. Why make it harder than it has to be? I'm gonna measure over 6 more inches, make another tick mark. So again, I'm gonna line this edge up with the bottom, and that way I know that this line is perpendicular to the edge, perpendicular, 90 degrees. That's important. And then I'm just going to continue this line, straight across. Cool. So already we have 2 squares. Now in terms of cutting out, I think a razor blade's probably gonna work better for me. And I usually cut it in a couple strokes. So I'm gonna do a light cut first that just kind of scores it. And then I'll probably do a second one that cuts all the way through. Yeah, that's nice. And then I'll do the same thing here, too. And then you just follow your lines. And what you'll notice is when we're cutting this way, there we go, good. The razor blade kind of bumps through as it goes across the corrugations, in the cardboard. All right, so we have 2 squares. Yay, that's good. That's all you have to do for the first one, cut some squares. Now we need to do, let's do triangles, because those should be pretty easy. Here's the truth, I don't care what kind of triangles you want to do. If you want to do equilateral, or equilateral, or obtuse, or acute, or scalene, or right, or whatever kind of triangles you want to make, that's cool. Just make 2 of them. I have this smaller triangle that I'm going to put on there and cut. I got these at Blick over in Little Italy, but you can get these anywhere, or you can make your own. Cool. Hey, I made a triangle. I know. Let me make 1 more of those. Cool. Circles. Circles might be a challenge because I don't know. I haven't done a lot of circles. You can use a compass if you have it. I'm going to use a roll of tape because I have a roll of tape, and I'll do the same thing. I'm just going to take a marker and trace around the outside. The marker is good because it's graphic. I don't actually like it because when you look at the width of the marker line and the width of the razor blade, depending on how careful a person you are, it's too fat a line to cut to. So what I might do is grab my Palomino and let me try and do another one. Yeah, so for me, that's a way more precise line to cut to. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm too fussy about how I like to cut things, but that's me. Let's try and do the circles with scissors to make sure I'm not telling you to do bad things. I'm gonna cut this out kind of neatly. I like cardboard because it gives you the lines in there that you can cut to. Great. Here's the fun part. If you're watching this and you're in my class, you know the abuse that our scissors take. So these scissors may have been, oh yeah, look. They've been used to mix glue or finish or stuck in the ceiling, or it's hard to say. So, well, let's just see how cutting with scissors goes. Oh, it's not bad. That's a little challenging. If you have a bandsaw, you could also cut cardboard on your bandsaw. I thought maybe I'd be cheating if I did that. My approach is basically, I wouldn't ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. So now I'm gonna try this with the razor blade. What I'm actually doing is holding the blade stationary and kind of turning the cardboard against the blade. Yay, circles. We've got circles, we've got triangles, we've got squares, and then I want to do one sort of freeform kind of thing. Okay, I guess let's just do kind of I'll do the shape I always do. If you've sat through my bandsaw box demo, you already know the shape. That's not bad. And for this curve, I'm gonna cut lightly just with the tip until I get a curve that I like. Then you can come around and cut deeper once you want to solidify everything. It's the same thing I did here. Like I sort of sketched trying to figure out what the curve I wanted was, and then once I decided what I liked, I go back darker over that area. It's just how I resolve forms, and you know, maybe that'll work for you. That's all I want you to do today. So, to recap, cut out 2 squares, cut out 2 triangles, cut out 2 circles, and cut out 2 of a shape that's not a geometric shape. And that's gonna be good enough for now. So when you're done with that, just take a picture of it, email it to the email address associated with the class, chswoodp, and then whatever number period you're in. So it's either gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6. Yeah, just let me see what you've done, and then tomorrow or the next day, we'll do the next step, and it's gonna be awesome. All right, cool. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you then. All right, bye.